Today, we are going to learn how to convert one metric unit of length to another. Metric is different from customary. In the metric system, we use a centimeter, a millimeter, meters, and kilometers. Let's look at our problem. For the standing long jump, Corey jumped 2 meters. Gary jumped 175 centimeters. We want to find out who jumped further. Here is our metric unit of length. We have 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters or 1,000 millimeters. And 1 kilometer equals 100 meters. All right. You can easily convert metric units by using multiples of 10. I love converting metric units because all you're doing is adding zeros or taking zeros away. In our case, we are just always going to go from a larger unit to a smaller unit, so we're always going to be multiplying. So, first, we need to convert 2 meters to centimeters. So if I look up in my chart, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So 2 times 100 is 200. So Corey jumped 200 centimeters. Then, step 2, we just need to compare. So 200 centimeters is greater than 175 centimeters. So Corey jumped further than Gary. Let's look at the convince me. In the convince me, it says, Sheila says 5 kilometers are equal to 500 meters. Do you agree? Explain. Okay, so we have to convert kilometers to meters. So I'm going to write down 5 kilometers, we use km equals how many meters. If you look at your chart, I'm going to re-highlight it in yellow for you. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So if we want to know how many meters are in 5 kilometers, I'm going to just do 5 times 1,000. And my answer is going to be 5,000. So no, I disagree with Shayla because Shayla says it equals 500 meters, when in reality it equals 5,000 meters. Let's go ahead and look at another example, and I added the metric units of length chart to this page to help, so you don't have to flip back and forth. Okay, it says convert 5 meters to millimeters. So we're going to multiply the larger number of units by the smaller number of units. So if we want to change meters to millimeters, I can look here and see that 1 meter equals 1,000 millimeters. So all I'm going to do is multiply 5 times 1,000 and get 5,000. Therefore, there are 5,000 millimeters in 5 meters. Do you understand? Be precise. In the problem on the previous page, suppose Matthew jumped 3/4 of a meter. Who jumped further, Matthew or Gary? Explain. I'm going to do the problem down here so we have room. So, if we want to know if he jumped 3/4 of a meter, we want to know how many centimeters that is. So we're going to do 3/4 times, now if you look, there are 100 centimeters in meter. Right? 100 centimeters. So we're going to do 3/4 times 100. Then just place 100 over 1, and you can multiply across and get 300 divided by 4. And then you can divide. You can see how many times 4 goes into 300. Well, 4 goes into 37 times. 4 times 7 is 28. You can subtract, bring down your 0, and 4 goes into 25 times. So your answer is 75 centimeters. Well, Gary jumped further because Gary jumped 175 centimeters and Matthew only jumped 75 centimeters. So your answer is going to be that Gary jumped further. And you can explain by saying that Matthew jumped 75 centimeters and Gary jumped 175. All right, let's do numbers 2 and 3 together. So we want to know if we have 5 kilometers, we want to know how many meters that is. So all you have to do is look at this little chart on here, and we know that 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So 5 times 1,000 would just be 5,000. And then if we want to know if we have 75 centimeters, how many millimeters would that be? Well, 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, so just multiply by 10 and add 1 0. So we get 750 millimeters. All right, go ahead and do the rest of the problems on this page and then come check in with me.